First crappie of the day, guys, just on the bottom like we thought. I don't know if he'll go 10 inches or not, but there's a bunch of them out here. They're boy, he did it light. That's 10 inches. Go. There he is. That's a crappie. You can feel that thump. Yes, sir. Another 10-incher maybe. That's your typical crappie thump. Guys, just using a little hog farmer spunk shad out here, okay? That one may be a little short, but you guys can see there we go. Here we go. There he is. That's a crappie. You can feel that thump. Yes, sir. Another 10-incher maybe. That's your typical crappie thump. Guys, just using a little hog farmer spunk shad out here, okay? That one may be a little short, but you guys can see there we go. Big black nose, good one. That is the only boats going by. All right, guys, look, I don't know if you can hear me. That's a nice crappie right there, black nose crappie. The wind is blowing, guys. It's cold and nasty out here. Make sure, yeah, spot lock's going. That one's gonna keep no matter what. Let me turn this camera around. All right, guys, so right here there's a pod. A lot of people don't really know if these are crappie. What are they? What I recommend is, if you're not sure what you're looking at, find structure. If you're a crappie fisherman and you're not sure if these balls of fish are crappie, find structure, because most of the time the fish that are going to bite your bait on structure are crappie. That's as simple of a little tip as I can give you. If you get out here and you don't know what you're looking at, find something like this. See this? Those are crappie on that. I'm sure there may be some bass and such, but if you can find something like this, most of the time you're going to catch crappie. So let's see what we got right here. We're dropping it right in over it. Lots of fish on this pile. There we go. That's a bigger fish there. Is it a crappie? Yes, sir. That is a big crappie. Guys, this is what I'm talking about right here. You want to come out here and catch some fish, this is not too tough. find some structure, you get your live scope going, and you make a good cast. Don't get aggravated with the wind, just use it to your advantage, and you can catch a limited crappie, hopefully. Nice crappie there. That's a good keeper. All right, guys, let's see what else we can get out of this pile. Looks like there's quite a few in there.
The crappie restrictions for Table Rock Lake include a 10-inch minimum length limit and daily limit of 15.
There you go, guys. That may be another question. How many fish can you keep on Table Rock? 15, and the limit is 15, and the length is 10. So it doesn't take much to get them to 10 inches. You want the, you want the eaters too if you're keeping them. Another thing I really suggest is don't spook these fish on Table Rock. Stay off them. Guys, there are a lot of nice fish on this new market. There he is. When they go, they go. Another black nose. Another keeper. Put my spot lock on. Alright guys, so that cast wasn't a great cast, but when you're fishing this brush, if you miss your first spot, then, don't give up. Bring it over the next little bit of the backside of the structure, and a lot of times you'll draw a few more bites. Just like that. So let me show you guys what I'm using from the shop here. Here's what I'm using. Hog Farmer 3-inch ghost minnow, a pro built jig head. We got all that in the shop. It's just a little shad imitator. Another thing is I'm usually fishing bigger baits. I'm not usually fishing baby shad, crappie baits. I'm using Kitex and other things because I draw a few more big bites. Oh, I broke him off. Gosh. How many fish am I gonna miss? Okay. Alright. Well, guys, make sure you retie. That was a good crappie, too. We're gonna go with pink head. Not for any reason, but to try something different. Even though they're biting that natural head, if they don't bite it, I'll switch right back to it. These are just a little Lori Co head from a guy named Lance Solentrop up on Truman. Good little sickle hook. Good return on sonar. I'm using a 7-foot one-piece Slabs crappie rod. SLABZ crappie.com. It's the Slabs grip, rubber grip. And yeah, that's what I'm using today with the 2.8 Kitech, or I'm sorry, a 3-inch spunk shad, which I showed you guys right here. Got the straight tail. If you guys have trouble with baits riding up and you can't keep it in their face, right here, see this straight tail? That keeps that bait from riding up in the water column. There we go. See if they like the pink. I bet they will. Over to this pink head, because you know a lot of times crappie like that kind of thing. Man, they have just shut off. So I don't know if that's for sure what it is, but I know they were eating this silverhead until I broke off. So I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna be stubborn, I should say. We're gonna go back to it. Little pro-built jig head. That's all it is, a little pro-built jig head. Silver. They seem to like that natural shad presentation. As these fish have slowed down a lot, and the ones that are coming, they're, oh, come on. There he is. Stay on there. There we go. All right, they're not sticking on the hook. They're coming off pretty easy, so I gotta be careful with them. That one's probably not gonna go 10. Yep, just under. There we go. Kind of had a little lull there, guys. I'm having to make some adjustments, but there's still some fish in here wanting to bite, so. As long as I can stay on them. Well, those fish were suspended and bit it. Stay hooked. Yeah, is that a white? No, it's a big black nose crappie again. There we go. There we go. Those fish were suspended. All right, guys, let me talk about this a little bit. I missed my primary target. These fish, there's a group of 3 swimming in. As my bait was coming to the boat, stayed patient on that cast, and a nice black nose crappie. Another keeper. So right there, my first cast, I just let it finish, and sure enough, here came 3 fish swimming in, and they bit. Let me talk a little bit about my setup. So I've got 7-foot Slabs grip crappie rod from Slabs Crappie. I've got a Kage Daiwa reel. It's probably overkill for crappie, but I love the smooth drag. And guys, this 7-foot one piece from Slabs is the ticket. You gotta check them out. slabscrappie.com with a Z. I like that brush pile. And that was a big fish there. That's the other thing, guys. You saw how I bumped up my contrast and I got a lot more return, but then it's hard to differentiate between the fish, debris. Now I've bumped it down. This is an active target too. I bumped it down to like +10, and I've got noise rejection off. So you guys got to really play with your graphs to get them how you like them, and it varies depending on what depth you're in, how dirty the water is, how much wind there is. You got to constantly be adjusting them to your liking. go. These look like maybe a little bit better fish on this piece of timber here. Yes, sir. Oh, get him in here. Come here. Gotta work on my flipping, huh? That's a nice fish. Boy, he ate it too. Look at that. You don't tell me they don't want that bait. Look at that. Right in the top of the mouth too. That's gonna be hard to get unhooked. It's gonna be like popping a jig out of his mouth. Let me put my spot lock on. Sorry guys, I'm not talking much because I've had a little lull here. I'm dripping snot. It's so cold out here. Can't get that thing unhooked. These pliers, guys, these fish were suspended on a piece of timber. Nice keeper. So we've drifted down a little bit, kind of let some of those fish I was fishing for pretty hard take a break, and just picking off a few, staying after it. To go through?
Not that one. There was another one because I thought you said you were loading a different card on there. So I used the other card.
Oh, that's a good fish there. It's a really nice.
That one?
Yep.
Heck yeah.
That's a really nice crappie there.
Heck yeah.
I've got probably 8 or 10.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's a good. For how long you been out there?
Yeah, they're everywhere. And I broke off one, lost 2. They're right here below Walnut Springs on this. They're just everywhere. They're not everywhere, but they're everywhere. Like when you find the right little piece of brush and the right depth, they're there. Yep. They're there every time.
Good.
So I'm gonna do a little crappie fishing report, a little on the water crappie report.
Perfect.
Do it, give the slabs some love and. There we go. Good peg. There we go, another crappie. Another black nose. Another black nose. There we go, there's another one. Good keeper. I'll be dang. Alright. Well, that one shot too. That's a better fish. That's a better fish. how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those look like bass, maybe. If that's not a crappie, if that's a crappie, it's a good, it's probably a white bass or a bass. I don't know what it is. Not a crappie. White bass, smallmouth. Good smallie. Good smallie. Out here crappie fishing, catching these smallmouth. Oh, come here. Come here. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth, guys, while we're out here crappie fishing. Just saw him swimming up a tree. He thumped it. Guys, so a little lunch break update. We got about 8 or 9 in the box. We've lost a couple. You guys will see in the video, broke one off somehow, and a couple just flipped off, didn't get a hook in them real good. But one thing I've learned from today is they're wanting a really natural color. You know, the water's not real dirty. You got to put the bait in front of them. I tried a pink head, and it just really, after I broke off, and it just seems like those fish didn't react to it. So these fish are anywhere from 15 to 20, 25 feet. Today they're relating to structure for the most part. There are some roamers, and the fish are, you know, anywhere from 10 inches to 13 inches. Haven't caught any real giants yet, but you know, overall it's been a good day. It's a cold day, as you can tell in what I'm wearing, but we're gonna keep after it. The water temperature is 47.2 degrees. I don't really know what else to tell you. We're up the James River Arm here on Table Rock, and there's some fish to be had. So if you guys want to bear the cold or come out on these nice days, shoot me any questions you have and let me know what you want to know on the next one, and I'll make sure to bring that to you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Back at the truck, we probably got, I don't know, 10 or 11 crappie. Couldn't get the limit. If we fish clean, we might have, but please like, subscribe. Hopefully this gives you some tips on Table Rock crappie fishing. It was by no means just gangbusters. Definitely had to work for them. So maybe next time we'll just catch them every cast. Thanks for watching.